Hi, it's me, Kehlani, with another video you can like and share. I just tried to do my Facebook Live and I don't know, I had bad connection. So I'm here on YouTube to repost my video. I'm going to share it to Facebook, but I'm going to go through this real quick because I think I can only do 6 minutes on my YouTube videos right now with the space on my phone. So why do relationships fail? One reason is that people don't want to put in the work. In the beginning of the relationship, they want to do everything to get the girl or get the guy. You know, they want to call them all the time, go out to lunch, go out to dinner, go on dates, and you impress each other and dress up. And then a year later in the relationship, they don't do any of that. There's no impression. There's no, you know, wanting to go out to dinner, no dates, and, you know, not dressing up, and, you know, the sex life isn't there anymore. But, you know, you have to keep that stuff going. Like in a relationship, you have to work more after you're in a relationship for years. You know, after that first year, you have to work it out even more. And the challenges are going to be even more. And that's the second thing, is you have to work out through the issues. People may fall short. They may talk to someone else. We're in a social media world nowadays. So people talk and text, and, you know, you have to be aware that there's going to be competition out there. And you have to get through those challenges. Sometimes, you know, in the beginning of the relationship, you know, they may be rocky, you may break up, go back together, and things like that. So if one person does, you know, fornicate or, you know, or cheat outside of the relationship, whereas it may not even be, you know, they may not even be cheating. You maybe broke up. It may not be technically cheating, but you have to get through that, you know, to keep the relationship if it's worth keeping. And, you know, if you've made it past a year, I think it's worth keeping, you know, if you haven't been totally disrespectful to each other, no one's hitting each other, you know, you love each other, because it's hard out here to find good people nowadays. You don't have women that cook. You don't have women that clean. You don't have men that are going to provide. You don't have men that are going to be respectful a lot of times. When you find that person that does that, like, stay together, you know, and the person that loves you, regardless of anything, regardless of any money, regardless of, you know, what they do, what they cook or whatever, or any of that, you know, providing all of that, you know, if you love each other, just, you know, enough to be with each other through hard times, keep it together, you know, because hard times are going to come. And sometimes the hard times come before the triumph, because God will test us before he gives us what's great and what he wants to give us, because if he gives it to us too early, then we're not ready. So, and also there's so many options out here. Like I was saying about the social media has, you know, if a person wants to leave or break up, they can go right on social media and find somebody else. It's just that type of environment. They're not going to be that caliber of person that you got that cares about you to, you know, stay with you for a couple years or whatever. So, you know, stay with the person that you know, you love. You know, love is hard to find. Like, you don't just get the butterflies in your belly about anybody. You know, you have to be in love with that person. So that counts. Now, what kind of relationships do you want to fill? Those abusive relationships, those physically abusive relationships. Don't stay in relationships that are going to tear you down. That person that is tearing you down, that is being sarcastic just to hurt you, and they just want to just stroke their own ego, let it go. That person that just wants to basically be impatient when, you know, when you do something wrong, and they can't, you know, stay with you when you just because you put your shoes in the wrong place on the floor. You know, that person can't be patient with you when you fall down in life. You know, when you're going through something, or when you lose your job, that person is being impatient when, you know, you mess up, or you don't cook dinner right, or you didn't park your car right, or you didn't, you know, maybe you didn't go to work and do a good job this week, or maybe, you know, you didn't mop the floor right, or whatever the case may be. You know, they're just impatient. They can't wait for you, you know, 6 months. They can't wait for you a month to get it together, or they can't see you through your struggle like you would do for them. Those people, those are emotional abusers. And some people will be competitive, like they don't want to help you out through your problems and figure out what it is. They just want to be competitive, and they want to make more money than you. They want to be better than you. They don't want to see you do well. You know, they want to tear you down. They want to take what you have. They want to put barriers up when, you know, you're trying to do well. You don't need those people in your life. And those people, they're going to blame you for everything and never take credit for what they did wrong. And they're just going to push all the blame on you. That is an emotional abuser. And people that are resenters, that they're all caught up on their rights. They think they're the right, they have the right to do this and they have the right to do that. But they forget what they did to you. Like they say, well, you did this to me, you did that to me, and they never remember what they did to you. Those are emotional abusers. Like they're like, oh, okay, you know what? You caused this problem, and you know, you talked to this guy or this girl and I didn't like it, but they never talk about what they did, who they talked to, what guy or girl they talked to. That's a resenter. They resent everything that you do and not anything that they do. They can do no wrong. And then lastly, superiority. They feel like they got to be superior. If they go to a restaurant, you know, and the cook doesn't, you know, put salt on their fries. Oh my gosh, you didn't put salt on my fries. You know, I deserve better than this. And, you know, and so, you know, you have to be careful of those emotional abusers. And you want to steer away from those emotional abusers. Those are the signs of emotional abuse. And sometimes you can't see those signs because it's not a punch in the face. It's not a black eye. It's not a bruise on the leg, you know, and you can't tell, but it's emotionally breaking you down, and you can't continue to do the things that you want to do because you're being emotionally broken down every day, and you wonder if you can even succeed. So be careful. And so also, I just want to motivate you guys, because I wouldn't be right, I wouldn't be Kalani if I didn't motivate you to go out there, and when you are down, get up. You know, God will let your enemies, sometimes your closest people to you, your brothers, your sisters, your mother, your sister, your father, your boyfriend, some of the closest people to you, your children, can actually be emotional abusers, and can hurt you. And sometimes the enemy uses the people closest to us to break us down. But that's where we become strong, you know, and we communicate with them and let them know, this hurt me. You hurt me when you did this. If it's safe to do it. If it's not safe, then don't do it. You know, if that person will hurt you for saying it. But if it's safe, say, hey, you hurt me when you said this. You hurt me when you did this. I want to be in your life. I want you to be in my life. And let's move forward in a different direction. Or if that person doesn't change, then you remove yourself from that person's life. Because at the end of the day, you got to be able to wake up in the morning and be able to get up and put your clothes on and be able to get through the day and accomplish your goals. Because without you, there's no world. You know, you got to be able to just survive. And sometimes God will put us through these tests because what he has is much better for us. And sometimes we have to go through it so we understand when we get that gift that God wants to give us, when he gives us what is so great, our goal that he wants us to have, and we're living in our purpose, we're going to go through those trials, and we have to be able to handle difficult people. Okay? So love on yourself, and don't get in abusive and emotional relationships that are emotionally abusive. Love on yourself and communicate to those people that hurts if it's safe for you to say it. And then continue to be in positive relationships to have positive energy and not negative energy. Don't deal with energy vampires. All right. I love you. I hope you guys like this video. All right. Bye-bye. Please like and share this video too, because I wrote a book and I need at least 1,000 subscribers. All right. Because I get to sell 1,000 books in a week and I need at least 1,000 subscribers. So please share and like this video and subscribe. Thank you.